I need,
Right, Zoom in.
Grace, do you do the permit for Ponce Cakes? Well, we need the proof of
I get
insurance.
insurance.
Okay, and then we also need to submit for the permit, for the Washington State liquor cans for. So I need to get that done too. I don't know, there's so much stuff. I know that Bob, myself, and Raquel are gonna be meeting next Wednesday at 11:30, probably at the Buzzin, or 10:30, probably at the Buzzin. If you get there, if you want to be part of that dialogue, please come, you are invited. We still have a lot of little things to cover. Ticket sales are open. Thank you for those who already bought tickets. If you haven't bought your tickets, please buy your tickets.
What's the 3-week date out now?
I haven't even looked, honestly,
Okay.
Paul.
I was gonna say there's gonna be that date by which if people don't buy the tickets, I'm buying the rest of them and inviting
And then
everybody.
you can talk about it.
So really enjoying, it's a favorite event my mom has. She doesn't like these. She's 80 years old and this is what she looks forward to every year. And getting the boat, but we have to win that auction every year, the boat dinner.
So if that's been offered this year.
I'm just saying.
So
If it is, you're in.
Also, are we good for doing the TV, the big TV again?
Yes, let's do the big TV again.
Put that on the list as well. If you haven't bought your tickets, please buy your tickets. If you need the link, email me, I'll send it to you. And then if you could share it out on your own social media pages, the more people that we get there that are not in Rotary, the better
Yes.
we do, because we all know we're gonna see
Right.
it, right? So I posted it once on my social media page. I ask you all to share it and, please come and be part of it. Setup is at 10 a.m. at Carlton Farms, and then the event starts, I believe it's 5:30, and the theme is Western. So I get it. Not everybody is costume driven. Put on your boots and some jeans, maybe a hat from Amazon. Come at least with the vibe. You don't have to like wear your chaps and your spurs and all that.
Baseball hats work fine too.
There you go.
Cowboys.
Yeah.
That's as close as I've got.
But if you got Spurs, it's actually $10 to see.
And the last thing.
Fundraising
If
today.
anybody needs a card, please let me know so I can get those sent out, because as we all know, it goes, when I mail them, it goes to Seattle and then it comes back, so
Yeah.
there's extra time. So the sooner I know, the sooner I can get that taken care of. That's all I have. Thank you.
What are the two events? One's the brewery. Which brewery? The one right here.
That was Kitty's Brewery, and that's 8/11,
Yep, I got that one.
7 p.m. And then the other fireside is August 27th at Dwellers. And that's 4:30 to 6:30.
And when is the committee meeting on Corks and Kegs?
10:30 next Friday. At Buzzin. We'll just do it for Buzzin.
Okay,
That's all.
thank you.
I'm sorry, it's a lot.
Nope, good stuff coming up. Foundation, Bob.
We had some more, we'll do today, but we'll, this year, so. I worked in Kings, I had my friend that fellow, he's probably been involved with setting up 50 of these out in the fires. And I saw him the other day, he said, your option is so well run, it's fun, it's quick, and about, I need a little bit more, but it's a pretty good event, so.
Kudos. Kudos.
And then, really glad to hear about the, pollinator garden award, so I'm gonna be ready. All right.
All right, hand the baton.
Gosh, I have quite a few things, sorry. I know we're low on time. So, sharing with the pollinator garden, so Eagle Ridge Community Park is going to get a sidewalk. If you're familiar with where our site is, we are competing for that sidewalk. So positive is that we've lost like 800 square feet that we have to plant. So that brings our budget down, which is great because we didn't get as much from the district grant as we were hoping for. The downside is that they're probably not installing the sidewalk until spring. So we have to decide how much we want to do that will potentially get torn up by the construction of the sidewalk. So that's why we're probably just limited to some very basic site prep this fall. And then we'll see what the timeline is for the Parks and Rec. great. In the meantime, if you are a plant person or know somebody that's a plant person, I am happy to give you a list of the plants that we plan to put in there. And if you can follow somebody you know is to buy you their irises or, you know, gathering seeds or something, that's all stuff that we can sell with. We could bring our budget down and make some money just by our own community resources. Do you guys have anything else to add to the planning room? That's all I got for now.
Well, here's a thought. If we're gonna meet at Village next week, why don't we, for those who wanna see where we're gonna do this, invite people to drive down the road 3 blocks, to see it after the meeting. So it's right in front of the community gardens. I think it's a great location. And, then we can all kind of picture what we're talking about. Now, the sidewalk, the plan that I saw was kind of a curvy sidewalk, not like their path, the city's sidewalk.
It is a small curve,
Okay,
but it's.
it looks pretty wide on the picture that I saw. So that's where the 800.
Instead of like 30 feet across the work with, we're got about 20 feet across the work, but it's still like an 80-foot. So.
Pretty wide in front of the whole community garden.
Yeah, so we still got a lot to play with. I
Okay.
updated my layout and I can have bigger versions of these for next week, so we
Okay.
can, while we're there, we can visualize what it's gonna.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, so then switching to community services. Tomorrow is Sherwood's Day, your community day, you covered that. 4 badges, your merit badges. Sorry, it's the very last day of July and I just hit July. My bad, I didn't like how they turned out before. I wanna do a little competition between those 3 that are sitting right there. Gary, I mean, Steve. I think one of you probably has the most badges so far. Well, the right.
Yeah.
I'm like.
Well, Three. Yeah, I do. 4. Okay, and I have to know you're asking for that. So. I mean, not that it has to be a competition, but you guys have to 4 for you. So this month's badge was to, is locally grown, so eat something locally grown, whether that's on your own property, get something at the farmer's market. If you have done that, please raise your hand and I'm gonna keep talking about stuff while I give these out to you guys. So.
Yeah, if you want to take some rhubarb, you qualify today.
Awesome.
So another volunteer opportunity. So we have 2 year-long merit badges. One is to do your annual physical or your annual. With the school district, and you have an opportunity to do that next week. So on the 8th, so competing with the Hands Cross Border. Did I miss anybody? Oh, I will be there. It's an opportunity at the Color Event Tribe. You volunteer with the back to school event. Like you can ask them to either come and please come forward, come as you would like. You can help us set up, you come early, you can help take down, and you should come later. We're just gonna be helping out with manage and run community event ready smoothly, so the truck is full of trash, make sure the vendors that are there have what they need. And just kind of be there as, you know, pop out hands that can help, and earn another badge for that, so you can reach out to Eileen. And then next month's badge is, oh, I just looked at it, Fixed network, so instead of replacing something that's broken or damaged, to fix it instead. Let's be a little anti-consumerist here and, replace something, or instead of replacing something, let's repair it. And I'm sure within this group, we have a wealth of knowledge, so if it becomes something that is broken and you want to repair it, I bet there's someone in this room that might be able to help you with that.
Does my truck count?
You should use the gold plated badge.
I can always try, but I can't promise it'll.
Meet the criteria.
What about can we repair it, Chris?
No. Right.
Lastly, actually, another opportunity, we are going to be working with the senior center and areas of with them, so that we can help some of those that are having a little more trouble getting their yard work done and their lawn maintenance stuff. So we will have some opportunities for that.
Awesome. Great stuff. International Chris.
$55,000 for the clean water project, that should be going everywhere else. As soon as we get the middle application for their grant, it's pretty good so far, so that's on its way. And Tracy just gave me a bunch of Spanish letters. So I'll interpret those and again, back to you like I've done before, so you'll be able to see the translation. Our kids are always excited and happy about losing volunteer. And really the volunteer part is part where you pay money. So if you're volunteering your wallet. And I can have the lady come, I can't remember her name, Marty Pease, to come and talk more about the adopt a dream, which is for anybody in this room, when we do have people that do that. I think it's $225 commitment for 3 years to help get a student through school down there. And they're very appreciative, it's very primitive, and so we're fixing primitives and things like that, so anyhow, that's kind of what's going on there.
Awesome. Awesome. Alex, you want to come up? We've got a couple new members.
Okay, today we are welcoming Mr. Peter Garcia Jr. It has your name tag, a certificate of membership, and everything that you'll need here.
Display that. A minute. No. Alex.
He is smiling. He's smiling.
Congratulations, sir. Next, we are welcoming Sabina.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So excited for this. Welcome to our club.
Thank
Yeah.
Yeah, tell us.
Thank you.
And that's.
This is Will. Any other reports?
No other report.
Okay. I'm gonna leave youth services on here because we still need a chair of youth services. So just think about it. I know it's a commitment. We will fill in as needed. We need to reach out to the Interact, the teacher at the high school that's doing the Interact Club. And I'll try to make an effort over the next week or two to see if we can contact them and set up a meeting. But consider youth services. It should be a very important part of what we do as Rotary. And it would be great to have a chair of that committee. Kendra is not on. Public image, Rand.
We're trying to fix our Facebook problem. Thank you, Gary. When you get it fixed, I'd like to invite all members to become admins on the Facebook page and post things that you think are appropriate for our club. It's not an exclusive privilege. We're gonna work on the sponsorship program. And then in August, we're not doing anything because I'm too busy. But in September, we're starting the website project. So we all heard about that a month ago. Beyond that.
And a big thank you to Rand. You inspired me. I was able to update my All Atoms Live website, which is for speaking. And I did it all with Quad Code and never interacted with the website.
So just real quick, we had a client website attacked by a Russian malware. In 16 years in business, it was the first time it ever happened. It was serious. Because when you went to the client website, it did a CAPTCHA thing. So we want to verify you're human. If you check that box, it downloaded the malware to your computer.
Wow.
So it was very, very serious.
Yeah.
Claude completely fixed it in 20 minutes.
Wow.
So
Really?
it was, and found how it had tentacles out throughout databases. And it was very, very serious. And I got alarm bells going off all over the country. And Claude, 20 minutes, found it, fixed it, and wrote software that I installed on the site that will prevent it from ever happening again. So Claude's cool.
All right. Okay, before we do drawing in happy bucks, Eileen. Am I too early for an inspiration?
Yeah, except, pull it up.
We didn't have jokes, so let's have some inspiration.
Give me one. Picture. Wait, okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
We're not here to compete. We're here to connect, collaborate, and create something powerful together.
That's Rotary. All right, Jim, are you willing to take the can around?
Can I be a speaker today?
I don't see a speaker, so I've been kind of slow playing it.
I heard one the other day, a guy said that, I'm a selected listener and you have not been selected.
I do have a joke.
Do we dare?
Oh, yeah, you can dare.
Okay, let's dare.
So this mom, he's depressed and upset. He goes into this doctor's office and says, my wife left me, my kids won't talk to me, I've got a drinking problem, I can't sleep. You gotta do something for me. And he says, why are you coming and telling me all this? I'm a podiatrist. He said, the light was on.
Yeah.
I figured that would live up to the status of our jokes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's, he did wrong.
Ron, don't miss.
All right, thank you.
All right. I'm gonna ask the mayor, before we take it for us. It can be alone. All right. The last three numbers, 708.
That's me.
Woo!
2 weeks in a row.
Well, I
right.
had 400 tickets.
I'm just trying to take Paul's money.
It's like, I want that.
Well, win enough to fix your truck.
You know, buddy. Hey, ducks are, you. What color duck do I have?
Green one.
No, you're good.
Nope. Spalmer. So, you know, if you've been in this Rotary Club a long time, John Spencer probably knows that stuff. We used to have a bedpan as our collection. Guaranteed people that hadn't just come from the home.
So he was hoping to forget that memory.
So let's start up here. Happy bucks.
I'm very happy.
Okay. Yeah, why are you happy?
Happy to be alive. My family's healthy.
All right.
Yeah.
So that's what's all good.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's been, I haven't been here for a few weeks, so I gotta make up for it.
Right.
No, it's been a challenging month or so, but I feel happy that I have a very good family.
Amen.
You know, I'm just happy in general, but I'm a new Rotary member and I actually got this fun little pack, so
Yeah.
that's what I'm grateful for.
That's what, they have also got to say the bills.
Oh, yeah.
Right now. You tell people that bad.
I just want to thank everybody for being so kind to my guest, Ryan, last week.
Nice.
And he's at a doctor's appointment this morning, but I hope that he rejoins us. Thanks.
All right. So having crew over here.
A few things, well, my project for last week, that was really fun. Beautiful. And, what you don't say, but. It's going good, let's.
Yeah, I'm happy we got some good hiking in Alaska, even though we got rained on, that's okay. From Western Washington.
Just like,
And quality time, but I mean, since yesterday, and I hope that had more. chances with that one, so. Enjoying the family time while everybody's. happy, so.
Oh, just remember. Alright. I, got accepted with the planning, so.
nice.
Happy to be there. Letting how you get some basic things taken away from the, shower by yourself, taking your own clothes. Riding again, so. I'm so glad.
We're glad you're here.
Yes.
Sure. We're glad you showered.
$700 looking forward to tomorrow. It's gonna be a lot of fun having out pop parties. And Sunday, I'm traveling the next couple weekends. I get to escort my mom to Georgia to visit her sister.
Enjoy.
Mr. Has-been president.
Had a really cool conversation with my son, Josh, who's the one that's expecting, and it was really cool to, you know how when you're a parent, doesn't matter male or female, that mom or dad, you're hard on your kids sometimes, and you remember that look that they gave you, like, can't believe you're being this way. And so I guess they were going through what it's gonna be like in their household. And it was interesting to have this conversation with my son, who is like, I get it now. I get the hard things that you chose to do to form us into who we are. So it was just a really cool conversation. So it made me feel good that actually it didn't sink in then, but it did sink in now when it counts, right? So it'll be interesting. And then he admitted he's going to be the pushover, and his wife will be the authoritarian. You know what?
As long as they know that up front.
That's the biggest thing that you learn. That's
John, great to see you.
Yeah, I've been away for a while, so I'm glad to be here on Sunday. My son and family, we live in Vermont, we're gonna be here for a week, so. Cool. We're gonna be cool. That's Jeff. Yeah, not most of you, some of you know.
Welcome.
I'm happy to.
Well,
I'm happy for three things. One, I left one of my phones at home. I'm okay with
you're five.
I was gonna go home and get it.
No.
Spend time with John this afternoon.
There you go.
And then, in a couple of weeks, all of my girls will be here and spend the weekend.
Yeah, good vacation.
Good.
Welcome.
Thank you. I'm
It's
just
fun.
happy that, I'm spending time with my kids. It's summer, nice weather, and I actually got this.
Victor.
I'm happy it's Friday and, we have been dog sitting the last 2 weeks. Last week, it was one daughter's 3 dogs. They got rid of them and now we have our middle daughter's 1 dog. So, we've been the dog hotel.
Paul.
I'm super happy. Those of you that got to hear my talk last week, what I didn't land that with is that son of mine, Andrew's now taller than me, bigger than me. And I took him, he, took care of my food prep for weeks or for a month so I could eat carnivore. So his reward was an A5 Wagyu steak down at John Howie. And we celebrated that last night. It was amazing. And, my one other happy thing is like, man, if you haven't gone to church, Go to church. It's a group of people that have a moral imperative to cheer for you in life. And the only other place I find that is here at Rotary. And it's just, this is a wonderful community to be a part of. So, and anybody wants to join Anchor Point, Stevens Creek Elementary on Sunday. 9:30 to 11. Thank you for asking.
I'm happy. Yeah, I'm happy I get to spend some quality time this week.
Yeah. So return on investment.
Yeah, right?
For sure.
Have they been fun?
You happy about that?
Love it.
Okay.
Sure, happy.
Ready?
Thank you for the loaner dollar, Christine. I am super happy, that, you are going to be helping with Parks and Cakes. Thank you so much. It's huge, huge weight. Happy for our new members. And I'm also happy for those of you who don't know, Spia's contract for Boeing renews, comes up in October. And I don't know, I don't think this has actually been made public, but actually they have already presented a contract. And so the union has, the company has presented a contract to SPIA. SPIA is reviewing it. They're going to be presenting it to their members like next week, which is super early because usually they don't start negotiations until September. So my guess is that they want to get this done because the end of the year, there's a lot of getting ready to certify a lot of claims. And so that's really good news for us because then doesn't look, SPIA doesn't typically strike. They've only had a history of striking once, but you never know. So I don't. It's like one less thing to worry about. Yay.
Gary.
I'll do a stand up first. Today at 10:30, I'll be at a funeral of my best friend that I have known since the third grade. He was our best man at our wedding, which was almost 65 years ago, which will occur in September. And he was the godfather of my daughter, number one daughter. And then my her daughter, number two daughter, was the altar server for his dad's funeral. And when he found out that she was related to me, he keeps telling me this every time we meet. And then what happened is when we found out that she was getting married, he sent her a $250 check. Just that kind of thing. He'll be missed. And then we're having a memorial at Ivers in Marble Lake Union. The happy buck is I've got guests from Louisiana. He's 54. He lived across the street from us. He's kind of a second son. His dad had died early. His mom died about the time that we got there. So he was always over with his first wife, now his second wife. They're out here looking for property. They're tired of the heat in Louisiana. He's got 11 temperature out here. He came this close to buying a house in the university place area of Tacoma because his wife's an artist and wants to be around artists. So,
That's cool, yeah, so I buried my dad on Wednesday, passed away, we had to do all that stuff. We can't say it. Who's 91, so he had a great life. And so that was all of us, we just carried him around in our hearts forever. Well, you know, that was this week, and then I'm happy that we're getting a new form for Corks and Cakes or whatever they call it now. And I'm glad that Kurt's here and you're fantastic. You'll be a great mayor and I hope you just continue the legacy on.
Thanks, Chris. I know, I saw it.
Yeah, there was in the back, but, okay, so the first step is for weeds, rhubarb. Weeds. So I've got it.
You're selling weed?
Oh, yeah. They're like little bundles, so they're just the right size to pick up or cookies or whatever. So please take your rhubarb Cause then you don't take it, then I have to find some other person to take it. And this is a happy bus for what a beautiful place we live in and how lucky we are to live here. However, the deer have been after my beans and peas. I was seriously.
They don't like
wondering-
rhubarb?
They don't like rhubarb. Raised beds, and I had footprints in my raised bed. And in solidarity with Kenya, well, we're gonna have to re-drill. Oh. Yeah.
Who's on? Daniel?
Daniel.
Hey, Daniel, got any happy bucks?
I do. Good morning, everybody. I'm happy because I'm leaving for Alaska for 10 days on Monday. I don't need to stay anymore. I live it up there. And I also haven't been up there since September of 24, so I hope our property's still there in okay shape. So we're gonna go fix it up and see what's going on there. Maybe catch some red salmon, some sockeye.
It's us.
Should have a project manager.
Mr. President.
I'll put in a happy 20, make up for last week. Great vacation. And for those of us who are Facebook friends, me and my sister's birthday are on the same day, 3 years apart. So she turned 60 this year, and I did a barbecue and had a few people over to her house. The day before, July 26th, was when my son Lance Jr. was born. And every year we celebrate his birthday, not when he passed. He's been gone for 20 years now. But he would have been 44 years old. And I was able to let off balloons in the city park in Spirit Lake, Idaho, where I grew up, where he grew up as well. So it was really meaningful to do that. And then baby shower this next weekend. My stepdaughter, we don't say step in our family, but Casey's going to have a little girl named Esther at the end of September. And we're going to do a baby shower for her. So looking forward to that. So, yeah.
Back 20 happy bucks. Some of you know that our youngest daughter, Alicia, 3 years ago, lost her husband to colon cancer at the age of 40. Fought that for 3 years valiantly and passed away about 3 years ago. And Donna and I have been spending a lot of time during that time, going down to North Seattle, helping with the kids and doing dinner, and putting them to bed, and loving on them and getting them up, taking them to school. And then about a year and a half ago, and I guess it's the way you do it now on legitimate dating sites, she met a wonderful man. And they got married last weekend.
Nice.
And it was, my son, we were on the way. Our son Evan is a firefighter down in Kirkland. He got his online, whatever it is, pastor.com, whatever you get. So he married them. And I shouldn't say this about him, but it was an amazing thing that he did for them and what he had to say. And when a minister or a pastor marries somebody and they know them intimately, they can tell the good and the bad. Kind of mixed the humor with seriousness, if you will. The kids were all in the wedding. Dawn and I both walked her down the aisle. And it's just a glorious thing that you kind of, when you're a strong Christian, you kind of ask God of why he took such a wonderful man. And it's not mine to question or to know. It's to accept. As hard as it was, and I said, I bent my faith deeply, but didn't break it. And then he brought his time. And of course, Todd has to be a firefighter to be in our family. Todd is the deputy chief down in South County Fire. And he's just a wonderful man. He has 2 children that are older. One's unfortunately a sophomore at Washington State University. It's all it's just going to be kind of and he has a son who's a junior in Connor High School. They're all from Connor. And so they'll do this timeshare thing for about the next year or so. Direct rumor has it that they're going to need to. So, we went from having 6 grandchildren to 8, like literally in one certain. The kids have just melted, they love each other. Actually, we're all in the house right now. And it's just a real thing from God.
Did you know that?
And, so community is very important. You guys have supported us, me through this. And I really appreciate that. As you know, during the club when this happened, I took a winter sabbatical because it was very difficult. I needed to pay attention to what needed to be paid attention to. And that's what you do as a family. Okay. We gather. So.
Good job. All right, so it doesn't look like our speaker has made it. We'll reach out and see if they want to come at a future time. Do you want to say anything, Gary, about GISA?
They've just been a good sponsor of, our event. It's really, what got us started, and gave us the startup money. There's a lot of cost involved when you're setting up a brand new organization, and we've got it all done, even though we use AI and have been heavily criticized by it, by the former, people. But one graphic designer came to our aid and has kind of put everything aside. He said, I don't know any graphic designer in today's world that doesn't use AI. And if anybody thinks that's not true, go check it out. And he really came to our side. Farmers market is doing well. I don't have the dollars yet, but I think of the probably 7 or 8 that we've had to date, we're going to be able to showcase somewhere around between 150,000 and above for the vendors that have been there. The 2 strawberry people from Mount Vernon, each week they're in the $1,500 to $1,600 range. The flower ladies are in the $650 to $700 range. And the one thing we've done that nobody else has done is we provided pallets. The chamber bought 3 pallet jacks, and we offer that when they come check in and then when they check out. And the idea is they come in, load stuff on a pallet, then go park their car, come back, get a jack, move it to their location and do the setup. Same thing at Teardown. And it's been wonderful. We've had some high schoolers that have been, we had 3 girls that have helped out a little bit. And now we're reaching out to the Boy Scouts. There's one church that is there. And I just found out on last Tuesday, I said, what church do you represent? And he starts getting this big smile. And I says, you know, judging from your voice and your speech, I would say you're probably Ukrainian. And he said, yes. I said, so you belong to that church? He said, yes. I says, can you confirm that 95% of that church off of 99 and Highway 92 was built by volunteers? And he said, yes. And it's, and I think he's 2 weeks before they open up his place.
Yeah, getting really
You know,
close.
one other thing. Anybody interested in home goods?
Oh, I know, I'm so excited.
They are. Well, sorry. August 13th, 8 a.m., ribbon cutting ceremony. They are going, from what I can tell and the conversations I've had with them, they're going, pretty, full throttle. They've asked for names of, food truck vendors, especially hot dogs. So I gave them Big Dog's name, since I know it, and some others. However, the only thing they could not, ask for was nobody, that serves pizza and nobody that serves Mexican, because they're both in the center. So, They said it was gonna be a day-long ceremony, and I think she indicated to me she was gonna send me an invitation, but that they would have a soft open on the 11th for anybody that might be, but I think she said invitation, but we'll see.
Anyone's gonna be shot there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We're still friends now with her.
Well, they also are gonna make a donation.
Couple of things, next Tuesday night, National Night Out, Russell Station.
right.
Great event with the police and fire, free ice cream, and it's just a really good event. And then also next Tuesday, some interesting items on the balance of police.
There was a bunch of.
That's all I can say.
What was the date of the thing?
You have to say it
Yeah,
next Tuesday.
4th. So the days for voting.
Yeah.
And if you, were around, Monday and, there's a whole bunch of firefighter union members out with, and supporters out with
I was down there.
like that. I sent on behalf of the chamber, I sent a, letter to the editor. We'll see if it gets published in support of, passage.
All right, well, as you all know, we can fill a meeting without a speaker.
No problem.
The email dated and I didn't get a response.
Okay,
All right.
I'll follow up. All right, well, thank you all. Have a great Friday and we'll see you next week at Village Concepts.
He'll be there tomorrow. The bank's gonna be there. A lot of people are gonna be there.
Yes.
It's, my shirt and. I'll call you.
I can do that.
I go far.
People don't do anything.
There, so they have a whole, like, including on the fundraising. Right, they're like, right? They're this close. That last game, right? And they want to get it done. They, that's what it's called. It is. Yeah, well, there was a reply, but that's okay. I just find it, but I don't remember the first year. That's, and that's being, and so, my dad always bought her things, and then we ate them, but. Like a year. My friends, but that's fine by me. I mean, we're prepared. Prepared for him to go, I mean, they. But we prepare.
Big sweet. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.